Hi, this is the back end of an introduction course to Adobe InDesign. I'm just going to walk you through some of the unique things I did and how I laid this out. For example, I made a instructional video, which I called a facilitator's video. It's the video that we made in our last module that explained how our course worked, and how it hit the objectives, and it went over that. I really needed a purpose when creating a video, so I thought it would be a unique touch to create a facilitator video that the instructor can watch just to see what's expected of them in this course and how the course works, especially because this course is an application course, and it's as a instructor of graphic design, it's going to be very hard not to judge students on graphic design principles. But this course is specifically designed for teaching students how to use an application, Adobe InDesign, so that they are comfortable when they start actually working as graphic design students officially using principles. So again, I just needed a purpose for that video we did, and I did envision it being in a module that is only instructional scene. So that's how that plays into that. I start out with a start here. One thing I did was I added these menus, and more so as a reminder to myself as I was designing the course, but also to students, because the familiarity will help enforce some of the learning. For example, in the start one, welcome to week one, this is where I have the chance of putting up the course objectives. Again, not the learning objectives, but the course objectives. This is where I displayed my begin video that we did in our last course. As you can see, if you can't tell from my videos, I use the same type of format. I sort of went for this rock and roll, edgy kind of thing. I mean, graphic designers, we are pretty creative. So I was considering that and what would be appealing to them visually. I also had this meet your instructor section where my email, my picture, my email, and also just a reminder so students know I'm there and I'm thinking about them and want them to be successful. I will list out the 3 things that will make them successful in my course. And this is important to me as a teacher because this course, I did not even schedule live sessions where we get in Zoom and have a live class. This is all online. So anywhere I can make it a personal experience for the students, the better. As we go back to our modules, especially the start here really is important to me because it just gives them directions. It was something that even on my storyboard I had, but one thing I forgot as I was building this, like I really need something to explain the learning activity, the Quizlets that they're doing, so they understand why they're doing stuff. This is where I added the reading material, which is just a link to Adobe's learning manual guide. But as we go through, you'll see I still use the subheaders. I keep them all the same type of layout. For module 2, which is what I'm going to walk us through real quick, because I have more of that one done. But they're set up the same. I designed these banners based off the visual videos I've been making for this. I just do a quick overview statement explaining what they'll be learning this week and what they'll be accomplishing this week. And then I go into a demo, which is a demo I had already started. The only thing is I haven't finished it yet, but the videos are set up the same way. At the beginning, I briefly go over what they're working on to going into a live demo in the program and showing them what they'll be doing for their assignment. At the end of each one, I do a recap, emphasizing those learning objectives one step at a time for them. Like, this is what they learned, this is what they'll be doing, just kind of emphasizing it. Repetitiveness helps. After the presentation, this is where they go into the Quizlets. And Quizlets work the same way as Serigo. I think that's how you say that, because that's what I at first was going to use. So it works the same way. Again, I'm just emphasizing those key objectives of what they need to be doing and know in order to complete their assignment. This is where I just go through Yellow Digs. Each week, the teacher's going to be required to make prompts in Yellow Dig. Yellow Dig is sort of like the board. They call them boards, but they're groups, and the groups are per class. And then you post very similar to how you post, say, on Facebook. They have likes and dislikes, and students and teachers are supposed to go on there. But the teacher needs to do prompts every week as they complete each module to encourage that. Finally, I go into the assignments. The assignments just break down what they need to accomplish. Again, this is not a visual design course. This is just an application. So I don't expect to see any amazing visual designs. I did use emojis here to double check your work to make sure you don't have certain things on there. So that's for emojis are really popular in marketing right now. So that's why I just chose to use them there. For their assignment, I have designed a rubric. Every week they have certain things they need to accomplish. And then at the very end, as they build off this document every week, because it is performance based and they don't turn in an assignment every week, they build upon it every week. So at the final week, they will package the files and submit them for a teacher review. So I thought having the rubric would be the best guide and quick reference for them to use. And that should take us right into module 3.